That's for sure. Let's go. We're going to do this in time order. So I'll go over to Big Noon Kickoff. Parks, cover a little bit. Penn State kind of rolls through Illinois. Illinois continues to not look great along with the Big Ten West. So what are you thinking?
I just think it's a shock when you step back and take a look at how we kind of viewed this Illinois team as a dark horse. Not really, though, because the Big Ten West is always wide open to win this division. And they've just not found their stride. They just can't find an identity on the offensive side of the ball. They turned the ball over 5 times. Altmaier's, I don't want to say he's terrible, but he was terrible yesterday, man. He threw 4 picks.
It's a tough day.
He kind of scrambles out of the pocket, gets happy feet, because we really haven't seen a lot of production in this Illinois offensive line like we thought we would. On the defensive side of the ball, I don't want to discredit Illinois too much, because when you're on the field that much, man, eventually you're going to give up points. And they did hold Penn State more than I thought they would, and then it just kind of caught up to them. 5 turnovers is way too much, and that's really the storyline and the headline of the entire game. Drew Aller was good. 16 for 30, so he needs to complete a little bit more passes at a higher percentage, but still threw for 208 yards, and then they ran the ball like Penn State runs the ball, and that's kind of, they wore him down, and then the Illinois defense got tired being on the field. I mean, it's simple as that. A good win on the road for Penn State to open up conference play. Now they bring in Iowa this week, which we'll touch on in the previews for the whiteout. So Penn State's rolling right now, just kind of thought how we thought they would. Good win overall.
Yeah, the thing I took away from that wasn't a ton, but it, like you said, Parks, it was a good win for Penn State to get off on the right step. But man, I thought Altmaier was the shining light of a bad offense, and he was probably the biggest detriment to that offense yesterday. Just had a tough day, but the run game, I keep repeating it when we talk about this team, it continues to just be a problem. Reggie Love,
they got dominated by a front that was way better. And when I think you kind of had everything shown to you when they went down to Kansas and got beat in the trenches. Like, you weren't going to run the football well. You were not going to block well when you're dealing with Penn State, and you haven't blocked well. You're the offensive line has problems. Now he's under pressure. That's why you're getting these interceptions and ill-advised thrown balls, right? It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion, to continue to run that same scheme. Like, I know Bielema was going to continue to try and run the football, and they're going to try to establish the run so they can open things up. Well, you can't protect the guy. Something's got to change, because if you can't protect him, in like, the Big Ten West is bad, but there's good defenses in the West. They will eat that offensive line alive. Penn State wise, I think I got exactly what I thought I was going to get out of them in that game specifically. Did they do anything too crazy? No, but I think they are really geared up for next week, and that's what worries me. Is I think a lot of it was that they went on the road in the Big Ten first, right? That's tough. Mm-hmm. This is Iowa's first Big Ten game. Penn State's now been challenged. They brought West Virginia in, who they beat handily.
They're solid.
And then they go to Illinois and win a game handily. So they're a little more seasoned, a little more challenged than the Hawks are. And I still really like my Penn State pick to be in the playoff, by the way.
Yeah, I would say also that West Virginia would be the best team that Iowa would play on their schedule up to this point. So just